Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to JFF News. Thank you all so much for tuning to another episode in the series. If you haven't already, we kindly encourage you to hit the like, share, and subscribe button right here on JFF Live. And don't forget as well to purchase your membership as well for $9.99 to be able to get exclusive content on JFF Live. So let's get straight to the news, shall we? And let us start from a club standpoint, but it still impacts Jamaica as Jamaican clubs are involved, and of course, they'll be representing Jamaica in regional competitions. So, CONCACAF released recently key information in relation to the 2025 edition of the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. The competition will follow the same format like it did in 2024 and 2023, where you'll have two groups, five teams in each group, and the top two teams from each group advancing to the semi-finals of the competition. And as we know, the two finalists and the winner of the third place playoff will qualify for the CONCACAF Champions Cup that will take place in the next year. The winner of the Caribbean Cup will go straight to the round of 16, so they get a bye from the first round, while the team that ends up runners up and third place, they will start their proceedings in round one of the competition. So, how does this impact Jamaica? Well, two Jamaican clubs are guaranteed to participate within this competition, and that is specifically the two finalists of the 2025 edition of the Jamaica Premier League. So the two teams that advance to the final of the Jamaica Premier League will book their ticket to the 2025 edition of the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. If you look in recent years, we've seen three Jamaican clubs in this competition. In 2023, we saw Dunbeholden, we saw Harbourview, and we saw Cavalier. And last year, we saw Mount Pleasant Academy, we saw Arnett Gardens, and we saw Cavalier. So I know you might be saying, Simon, what about the third team? So the team that wins the third place playoff in the Jamaica Premier League, they'll qualify for a tournament that is called the CFU Club Shield. Now, in the CFU Club Shield, which will take place in August, the two finalists of the CFU Club Shield will book their ticket to the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. So there's still an opportunity that we could have three Jamaican clubs within the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup come August, but we know for sure that we will have two representatives from Jamaica. And CONCACAF has given us the breakdown of it. First and second place in the JPL season, as I said, the two finalists, the champion from Haiti in the 2025 season, second place finishers in the TTPFL season, and we know Cibao from the Dominican Republic, and MFC from the Dominican Republic. We know Robin Hood from Suriname and Defense Force will be in the competition already. So it's just the other spots to be filled up. At the end of the JPL season, there's also going to be the draw. On June 3, that's Tuesday, June 3, will be the draw for this competition. So we know which teams will be in which groups for the tournament. And that will give us clarity in things as well. And we know the dates. The group stage kicks off in August 19 to 21, so that week. Usually find that the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup matches take place on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. One of those 3 days you see matches taking place. So the group stages runs from August to October, semi-finals late October, and the third place playoff and the final will be in November, end of November and early December. So that's what the tournament will look like. So with our Jamaican clubs that are remaining in the Jamaica Premier League playoffs, the six teams, all the very best to them in advancing in their passage. And we'll see which two Jamaican clubs will book their ticket to the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. And we'll see the third place winner of the JPL, how they get on in the CFU Club Shield. And we'd also wish them very well as well in the CFU Club Shield and progress on into the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. Let us now go on to World Cup qualifying, shall we? And just to make sure everybody's on the same page as well. Jamaica's game against the British Virgin Islands on June 7. That is Saturday, June 7. It's going to be at 2 o'clock Jamaica time. Okay. 3 p.m. local time. That's 2 p.m. Jamaica time. Okay. British Virgin Islands versus Jamaica at the A.O. Shirley Recreational Ground. That's 2 o'clock Jamaica time. Tuesday, June 10. Kickoff is actually going to be 6 o'clock Jamaica time. Okay. So Jamaica versus Guatemala on June 10. Kickoff is 6 o'clock. Okay. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock. Okay. 6 o'clock is the kickoff time, Jamaica time. And those matches, when you look, will take place simultaneously. So for example, the Dominican Republic Dominica game is going to take place simultaneously to the Jamaica Guatemala game. So you have matches in terms of the different groups will take place simultaneously so that everybody is aware. So we know the times as well, folks. 2 o'clock Jamaica time for the BVI game on June 7 and 6 p.m. Jamaica time for the game on Tuesday, June 10. Okay, good. So we'll now end this JFF news this week with our Gold Cup fact. And as you know, for the last couple of episodes, we were providing some information in relation to Jamaica at the Gold Cup. Now, do you know which Jamaican has played in the most Gold Cup matches? Well, that current record stands with Kemar Taxi Lawrence. Kemar Taxi Lawrence has played 22 matches for the Reggae Boys at the Gold Cup. 22 matches. And this spans playing for Jamaica in the 2015, 17, 19, 21, and 23 editions of the tournament. In second place, it is shared between Andre Blake and Damien Lowe. Andre Blake and Damien Lowe have played in 18 Gold Cup matches for Jamaica. So, in theory, when you think about it, Jamaica getting to the semi-finals of the Gold Cup this summer would be a new record if Andre Blake and Damien Lowe were to play in every single game, because match number 5 would be the semi-finals, and they would go to 23 matches, which would mean that there would be a new record. In terms of those that make up the sort of top 8, top 9, so to speak, Javon Watson, 17 Gold Cup matches. Jermaine Taylor, 16 Gold Cup matches. He's the Jamaican with the most medals for Jamaica. That is Jermaine Taylor. Alvas Powell, 15 Gold Cup matches. Darren Mattox, 14 Gold Cup matches. Shamar Nicholson, 14 Gold Cup matches. Andy Williams, 13 Gold Cup matches. And Corey Burke, 13 Gold Cup matches. So, folks, thank you all so much for tuning in to JFF News for this week. I'm Simon Preston. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button to JFF Live for more content.